Hello, my stamping friends and family. Welcome to the final week of the 12 weeks of Halloween 2019. Today I'm really excited to show you the last project. It is a card, and as you know, I have gone crazy with Halloween treats this year, which I do every year. And so my Halloween stash of designer series papers and whatnot are coming to kind of a minimum. And so I want to share with you how to use up all these little scraps we've made with our projects along the way. First, to start out, I am Brenda Hillard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I can be found at createwithbrenda.com or on Facebook, just Create with Brenda. I would love to have you join my group. I do a monthly, kind of a monthly share, I guess I'd call it. You can post your creations using the monthly hashtag. And at the end of the month, I give away a rather substantial prize for just sharing your stuff. So this month, the hashtag October 2019, I will be giving away the Gather Together bundle, which is the stamp set you see here, and then also the coordinating dies. So there's still half the month, so get your creations posted or join Create with Brenda and get in to win. So our card is going to be, I don't know if maybe I did not share it on YouTube, and maybe I should, because it was the inspiration for my card. So give me just 1 minute. I had never done a Halloween sampler, and I don't know if any of you remember, but several years ago this was a kit. And I still had this frame sitting here with nothing in it. And it's like, I'm just going to give my hand at a sampler. And not only that, I thought it made a great display board for my events. So up here you can see I have a little bit of paper pumpkin. I used the beautiful dies that go with the Monster Bash suite. But don't be fooled by those. They aren't just for Halloween. Some more DSP with the bat punches, the beautiful scalloped edge black ribbon, Monster Bash paper, and I just fussy cut out. There's that skeleton popping out. He was from Paper Pumpkin. He, she, whatever, it. And so you can just kind of see I filled the different squares with all of our Halloween products for this month. Okay, enough about that. But that's what inspired today's card. So what I did is I created this little window using the layering squares dies and the rectangle dies, and then just added my little bits of DSP. This month I am giving a pack of the Monster Bash enamel shapes. If you order any Halloween themed stamp set or dies or designer series paper, the only thing that doesn't qualify is just the embellishments. So, but if you order anything Halloween themed, I will send you out a free pack of the Monster Bash enamel shapes. I also have, with my host code, which you see here, any order over $30 using the host code, I will send you out a pack of the Whisper White Baker's Twine, a spool, and then a full pack, 3 sheets of the Stampin' Dimensionals. Because with the Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year holiday fast approaching, I will be using both of these products in my upcoming projects. So don't miss out on some free product by ordering $30 worth of products from me using the host code. All right. The other thing I have going on, and you can go to my createwithbrenda.com website or Twitter, Facebook, but I am also running a breast cancer awareness special. By education, I am an X-ray or radiologic technologist, and I do mammography. And so as a breast cancer awareness educator, I just want to remind all of you women to stay current with your mammograms, because together we do make a difference. So here's our card. Love it. It's kind of fun. And as I was doing this, I remember seeing Dawn Griffith had done a card, and she called it the Over the Moon Selfies. And she had it turned in this direction or orientation. And then she had all the little cows, like selfie cows, sticking out of it. And I thought it was adorable. But I love this idea of like the collage. And like I was saying, it's a great way to use up scraps. So to create this, let's back up. I'm going to use go ahead and do my sizes for the pieces, okay? So here's that. We have several scraps from the Monster Bash Designer Series paper. This one measures 1 3/4 inch by 3.5 inches. This one measures 1 3/4 by 3 inch. This one measures 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then this is just random. I just cut out a little piece of the skeleton, but I also made it small enough that the edges don't stick out of our frame that we're going to create. You'll need a card base, 5.5 by 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I just always like to burnish that edge with the bone folder to get just that really nice crease on my card. And then you'll need scraps of Whisper White, Pumpkin Pie, and Basic Black. All right, so let's start by building our mat, okay? I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine, the Big Shot. And as you can see, I have all of my pieces laid out from the rectangle stitched dies, and then also the layering squares. And you just kind of pick whichever ones fit. But as what I wanted to make sure is that my outside edge here and here, and then right along here are even, so it really forms a frame. And then we'll just put our top piece on and run it through. All right, we'll get that out of the way. And bring our little frame back in. These stitched, or the rectangle stitched framelit dies are awesome because it stitches on both edges of the pieces. So I'm going to save this because I'm sure I'll come up with something to use that for. And then you can see too, it's also, I don't know if you can see really, but it's stitched along here as well. So put our dies over to the side. All right, so the orientation for our card is this, and being this is the right side, I'm just going to flip it over and I'll show you how this goes together. So is what I'm going to do first of all is just lay this piece right on there. And I am not kidding, this project I feel like it should be called 101 dimensionals, but is what I did is I used the dimensionals to hold the piece in place, and yet support my frame. So my next is going to be the 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 cobweb piece. And I just lay that upside down and again secure it using dimensionals, and again to support my frame on my card. Then we'll take the haunted house piece and lay that in like so. This one I do want to flip over, and the reason is I want to make sure I have the house just like I want it. And I do. So that's close enough. Oops, now I moved it. All right. Then I'm just going to add more dimensionals. Gotta love them. And that's why I'm giving away the free pack, because I have some projects coming up that are going to use lots of dimensionals. And then last but not least, we have our cute little skeleton. And like I said earlier, by education, I'm an X-ray tech. So these little skeletons in Paper Pumpkin and Monster Bash spoke to my heart this season. And one more, maybe two, just for, well, 3, for good measure. Okay, look at all those dimensionals. I know, you're like, wow. But I think the finished product is so worth it. So is what I did then, and I'm sure you're sitting here watching me take all these backs off from the dimensionals is not good, but I'm not really good at speeding up my videos yet. One of these days I will. We'll get that done. So here's what I have. I'm going to take this and get my card base back in here. Make sure it opens the right direction. And I'm just going to lay my frame on there, okay? I'll bring in the 1 3/8 scallop die, and I'll bring in the 1 1/4 inch circle punch. I'm going to take my scrap piece of pumpkin pie and punch out my scalloped circle. These are awesome. There's this, and then there's the smaller one, and I use them a lot. They're quick, they're fun. Bringing in my scrap Whisper White, my Memento Tuxedo Black, and from the To Every Season, I'm going to use the Happy Halloween. And also, this set is really cool. It's got Thanksgiving, it's got Valentine's, Christmas, and Halloween. Plus, it comes with this fun little 4-pack of mini punches. It's got the snowflake, a leaf, a heart, and then the little bat that we're going to be using. So check that out. That's in the holiday catalog. All right. So let's stamp our Happy Halloween. Good. I'm going to move that off to the side because I'm really good at getting into that with things I don't want. Punch out the circle. I'm going to add just a touch of snail on the back of this. And then I'm going to bring in our scrap of basic black and just punch out one little bat. And with our mini dimensionals, they fit perfectly on the back. And we now have black Stampin' Dimensionals too, which is kind of cool for things that have a darker background and you don't want the white dimensional showing. So there's our little medallion. I'm going to bring in one more of the regular size dimensionals for on the back of that, and our silver metallic thread. And I don't know if you know how to do this or not. I struggled with this for a long time, but I'm going to do 5 wraps. So I've got the end down here by my little finger, and just go 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to pinch it with my thumb, trim it, and then I want to pinch and pinch so that I make this little grouping. And then all I do is just stick it down on there and add our little sentiment to our card, and then you can move those around. And then you'll notice on this one I have these little pumpkins. I had punched out a bunch of these for a little shaker card swap that I had done, and so I had some extras, and it's like, oh, that just needs a little something down there. So it's all I did, using the multi-purpose glue, is add just little dots. The other thing you could use is just the mini glue dots, and I'll do that for the sake of being faster here. So I added a couple little pumpkins down in the corner, jack-o'-lanterns. So there's the outside of our card. Something felt a little naked over here, and I still had several of the Monster Bash enamel shapes. So what I did is took and just did 3 of those in the gray, and just put a few little enamel shapes on there. There, I like it. And then for the inside, there is the Everything Festive, which again, this is a good set because it's got the Valentine's, it's got Christmas, like 3. It's a Winter Wonderland, Merry and Bright, From Our House to Yours. It's got the Wishing You Peace, Love, and Laughter in the New Year, and then this No Tricks, Just Treats. And I thought that was very fitting for our card. So I have that mounted on a acrylic, and it's the D block. I'm just going to ink that up with the Memento Tuxedo Black. Stamp, and there we have it. So there's our little collage card and our final product, or project I should say, for week 12 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. I'm so happy you joined me for my series this year, and I look forward to you joining me. I'm going to be doing a little Season of Thanks series as well. So stay tuned, subscribe, be sure to comment. I love your comments. Have a good day. Bye.